pot is lit and it's time to forge you yet another stream. And today we come back after a 3-month hiatus from streaming. Life has been good, the baby has been growing well, and it is very apparent I have a little bit of streamer's rust from the last week or so of testing, plus the fact that I just left my mic on, so I apologize for any of the throat clearings you've all had to hear there, I believe. So, without further ado, I have to remember my scenes as well, because it has been far, far too long. Oh god, it's not there. There it is! Hello, everybody! We are back to streaming, and I think it is a perfect opportunity to get back to our roots of oxygen not included. There are a couple things I want to touch on right now, because I am rusty. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things here. I've done several tests, so there have been numerous improvements. I've not just been sitting here idly the last 3 months. We got emote changes, we got branding a little bit more solid, I suppose you could say, a little more uniform, overlays of them updated. I've got a brand new, well, not brand new, a new graphics card in here. Thank you to Accelerante and Just Beer here, the legacy of the two of them and our new GTX 1060 overclocked. Just astounding. I could feel the difference in this already. But it's been a while. Things are going to be a little bit different how they used to be too. I have completely removed the schedule during our hiatus, but I think it'll be good if that stays off for the time being. Because, let's be honest, I have a young daughter right now of 3 months. She doesn't quite sleep through the night every night, and it's not her fault. I'm going to make that very clear. Because some days I just don't want to get up. And I'm trying to do a little more of a casual stream in the morning, right before work too, because I've got this nice little hour before I have to go. But without me rambling on, I need to get going on this game, and we will keep talking as we go. There have been numerous improvements on the stream, and I'm not going to stop ranting about them. The first thing I'd like to notice is things are a little cleaner here. I got rid of the bit boss thing. I got rid of a lot of the flashy notifications that you usually see up in the top. They've been consolidated to a brand new way that if you've been following me on Twitter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And also forgive my tired eyes. I'm actually having to use my blue light glasses because I just woke up probably, I want to say 20 minutes ago. that's how dad life has been, I would say. Oh, this is not what I meant to do. I meant to start a brand new colony. Whoops. Let me go back to the main menu. Yes. I did a little tester colony on this because this is one of the games we actually had to hang up due to performance issues, actually. It's a very resource-intensive game. You have tile-based calculations everywhere for people who've never played this game before, and it's a physics-based thing, so every single tile, whether it's air or solid or a person or a machine, has a lot of calculations, and I believe the theory was games like these are optimized for NVIDIA. And because they're optimized for NVIDIA, if you use an AMD graphics card like I have been for several years, it puts a little more load on your CPU. Whether that's true or not, we will find out sure enough. But there's no way to find out but the present. And who do we have here? So we have an early bird who is a loud sleeper, so that's a no. Night owl with allergies to floral scent. Don't know too much about that, and he's good at ranching. Maybe not right now. Suit wearing and doctoring. No taste. Loud sleeper again. Decreases germ resistance, but is an early bird, and he's building a tidy, so we just gotta keep her healthy. Okay. Uncultured. Morale cannot do decorating errands, that's fine. Cannot do cooking errands. Well, we don't need a cook for everything. Quick learner in science cannot do cooking, so we would have one cook. Who's better of these two? We got a scientist for the beginning, and we have somebody who increased the core morale bonus. So somebody who'll stay happier. Oh, she's a vomiter and she's a binge eater. Okay, so goodbye binge eater for sure. Biohazardous, I don't want two of those. No taste. Increased air consumption. Increased bladder, that's fine. Germ resistance. Is a vomiter. We got destructive and 2 vomiters. So we're gonna start our colony with Ellie, Camille, and Ren in the, I'll leave it at the hapless system. I think that sounds pretty darn good. Oh, I gotta say, it's surreal having the go live button go more than just a bandwidth test right now. It's been so freaking long. It's a little nerve-wracking for anybody else who's taken a hiatus before. I'm sure they know exactly that nerves of, God, am I, do I know how to do this? Is this going to be too nerve-wracking for me? Am I going to get back to that same groove I had at some point? Am I going to see the people that well, I didn't mean to drop that low. Oh, excuse me. Well, God, that's another thing too. I gotta remember how to play this game. It's been more than just 3 months since we played this game. And there's tons of updates. So I'm probably not gonna remember a dang thing in this game either. But it's been fun being a dad. I'll say that. It's been, people describe it as, oh, hell or on earth or something like that, having a child scream at like 3 a.m. But it's not as bad as they say. I understand I'm still in the early stages of 3 months as well. And she's been such a precious little angel, such a little ray of sunshine. Just seeing her smile lights up your day. It's amazing, absolutely astounding. And then you get the parallel of my niece, who's about 2 years old now. And she's developed this habit of something she picked up from day school, where she says, I'm gonna kick your ass and run away to her parents. And that's what terrifies me one day, is that she'll get to that point. But I think they all will, and it'll just come in due time, and I'm enjoying what we've got for the time being. So while they're digging away here, there's a little bit of water. There's a little bit there, too. Not a heck of a lot, actually, when it comes to water. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get... This is very interesting terrain, actually. I wasn't expecting the water to be, like, down here. We usually expect it to be a little bit right under here for some reason. It's not that we can't deal with it. Just need to think a little bit more, I think. Alright. Seems like I remember some of the controls, at least. Okay, so we're gonna have basics of that. I'm going to need a latrine sooner rather than later. And we're also going to need some cots. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 to get us started on the cots. We get at least one for another duplicate. Outhouse above the water source never sounds like a good idea. Or next to there, so we'll... I don't have too many options. Perhaps I'll have them dig out this way. With a little bit of... Oh, of course, go figure. Perhaps it'll be 5 out this time. You get the algae going. You get a little bit of plumbing. I will say, it's also one part that's nice about starting up stream again with a game like this, is it's very relaxed in the beginning. And it's kind of nice getting back to those roots, too. But... It's strange. It's like, there's this surreal feeling of, like, I'm on camera again. And there's part of me that says, oh, whoa, oh, God, I gotta... Don't look at me, no! And then there's another part of me that says, God, this is like an old friend. It's been so long, I don't really mind being on here again. It's been something I've been desperately wanting to get back to, and it's so weird that it's actually happening. But, like I said before, I am not going to put a schedule up again, because right now I would like to prioritize not just myself, but my family, and get back to roots of why streaming was a thing in the first place for me. Keeping the fun aspect of it, keeping it nice and relaxed and casual, and kind of like one of those like sit on your couch with your friends kind of things, one of those good old days kind of things. It was never supposed to be something huge. I wasn't going to become the next big partner thing. It was all about being part of that community and having fun. And I'm going to try to get back to those roots more as time goes on, but I'm super excited to get back here. And these guys are toiling away. I think we can kick things up a little bit because the first cycle's getting there. And this is kind of a priority 6, but he's building it already. And so is getting water. Alright. Oh, excuse me. So, I have not gained any metal, which is surprising. I suppose we'll dig out down here, because there's plenty of metal right there. Well, I can cancel that much, because that's just going to be a waste of time. There's a small wild food source there. A couple of meal woods. And a couple more down here, and some oxalite, so I've got some time there. Alright, but now I should have stations, huh? What do I need? More metals. Yeah, okay, finally. I need to find a better metal source. This would be a great metal source. There's a ton of it there. Alright, so now that they're got that down, we'll slow it up a bit. I'll try to get a basic research station going now. Very, very basic. I have next to no metal as well. Okay, so maybe I will have to go up there. Yeah, let's dig into there, I guess. So how do I want to get there? Because I want to keep in mind... Oh, wow, they got some water there, unfortunately. So that, we'll clean that up there. Plenty of oxalite to be revealed as well. Just want to see if there's a closer metal source that's a little more stable to get to. I suppose I could just skim off the... What the heck is that? Oh my god. There's one of these base things right here already? Oh my god, they got logical gates and everything, too. I know I can't deconstruct these, but... That's freaky. I kind of want to get up there, but that's all chlorine in there. Okay, so let's figure out a good way to get up here. Oh, I like the new oxygen diffuser. They renamed it, and it looks really cool with those little blue bubble effects. Okay, but regardless, planning for the future. Let these guys, I guess, do their thing for the most part. I kind of didn't want to like dig into this research area too far. Perhaps I'll give a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of this. And we'll let the base kind of become its own thing. So we'll get up this high, and then they can dig out plenty of that. They're taking a lunch break, which is fine, so they're pretty much out of their cycle. And we could mine out some of this stuff, I think. Just a little bit. We don't need tons of it right now. We'll naturally generate some as we're expanding a little bit, but I gotta think about planning for the future too. So we have 1, 2, 3 tiles after this. 1, 2, 3. To a degree, I kind of want it a little symmetrical, so I might knock this ladder out and just dig over. Symmetry is not a huge thing in these bases with me. I could leave those as a consequence for the time being. They're not a huge thing when it comes to these bases with me, because we've come up with some pretty cool things with like asymmetrical designs. It makes it more natural flowing. Like, nobody's gonna actually build a colony that's completely symmetrical. That's not your first worry. Your first worry is get there, get started, get founded, and survive, do what you need to do, get your research going. I mean, think about if we go to colonize Mars one day, we're not gonna have, oh, this pod needs to go right here, and that one needs to go right here, and this one has to go over here now because of that. Nah, we're just gonna plop them up and get going. Kind of like what we're doing now. And, okay, so we got water, we got the start of research, but we need some more metal. So I suppose our priority is actually gonna be to get a little bit of this stuff. I don't want to abuse priorities too much, because you can really get out of hand with it. There's been plenty of games where over time, the base priority shifts from like 5 all the way to like 10, or it's like 9 actually, I think is the limit. Yeah, 9's the limit. And after that, you got nothing. Yeah, everybody's running every which way because everything's a high priority, and it's like, okay, well, what do I do? I kind of wish, I don't know if they changed it. I wish you could set top priorities override all. Okay, so they changed that. Click to open priority screen. Duplicates will first work based on the duplicate priorities. I know we have this to control which duplicate goes to which priority. But I really wish you could change the base to, like, I don't know, instead of 5, maybe put it at, like, 3. So you had a couple more levels of headway, and you got a little less of, like, don't touch this. So priority 1, that goes without saying. There's nothing that you need to do, because priority 9 is the highest. Okay, so they're working on that. We got some research going. I suppose I could start the foundation of maybe how I want this center room to be. I mean, one big thing for me has always been making the center room look nice, but unique in a way. It's not a priority by any means. We'll keep those doors wide open because they're the quickest ones to open too, but we don't need them like that. And nowadays, if you define rooms, you do very well in this game from what I remember. So I'm going to actually deconstruct that and put some tile there. Put tile on all of this stuff. Kick that up a notch. And we should be good to go. And they're going to get metal. They're going to go get that ready. And we'll start the basics of our research room. That, and this. We're going to expand upwards probably in the research room. We don't need a heck of a lot. We just need like 1 or 2 of the basic stations eventually, and then the super station. Probably only need 1 of each, because over time they're just going to research it. But if you have more than 1, it's more resources, you get things quicker. It depends on how badly you need something, I suppose. Alright, pick that up a little bit. Actually, they are already at the fastest speed too. I thought they were going normal. Alright, so we got a builder. We got this, which is not a huge priority. So we'll have them finish that off. But if they do kept this particular one, they're gonna need to have this up first. Yeah, so that's gonna be a lower priority. Because they could jump over that, they can get to the water. But we gotta make sure they get their new source of water in before that. Okay. So, we got some of that. We can dig out a little bit more of this metal. There's a ton up here, and there's a lot of coal too. Now we're starting to see the next area, aside from, wow, oh, this is way open. Checkpoint, clearance, not permitted. Green signal receiving, a duplicate passing, receive red signal. Okay, so there's a red signal. Keeping this in here. A massive synthetic brain suspended in saline. There's a chair attached to this device, room for 1 person. Oh, so you need what, 3 of these guys to, hold on, there should be a wiring option. I think it's F2. So you can only open this when this battery runs out. And seems like you need 1 person to, where's the logic stuff? Seems like you need 3 duplicates to stand here and 1 to sit there. Something will happen. Ooh, that's new foliage. Alright, how are these guys doing? They have done well. We can probably get rid of those eventually, but they're not a huge priority. The oxalite is running out as well. So I need to uncover a little bit more. Like that should do. So I know there's some here. We got a little bit of time before I gotta worry about that stuff. What's your problem? Is it too bright? What is your problem? Unrested, bed rest, malexposure to food poisoning germs. Nobody's eating anything yet. Interrupted sleep, bright light. Oh, that's new. So where's the lighting? So this thing actually gives some light, I think. I don't remember where any of the overlays are. Germ overlay. It might be the Takoro. No. Ventilation, plumbing, light. So this is just too bright for these guys. Okay. Noted, we're gonna have to move their cots somewhere very quickly. I guess the next question then is, where do I want the barracks to be, I suppose. I don't think this way would be good, because there is a huge supply of water there I gotta watch out for. Going down might not be bad. I usually don't like to build it in the center, but perhaps that could be a good idea. Let's try that out. Okay. So we're gonna design the barracks really quick, at least a layer of them. So I need to figure out, I'm gonna need to pause this so I don't actually like build this. So I don't need a ton. I might be able to get a couple blocks in here, but I like to put in 2 beds in the space, at least. And I think they actually say barracks. Here we go. Single bed, no industrial machinery. The max size is 64. I could fit. Oh, this one's really. Oh god, this is off center as heck, isn't it? This is probably one of the few things I would actually like to keep on center. Because of this, that threw me off. So, cancel that. We'll put one more cot here. And I could put a third one in the middle. Just to kind of map it out a little differently. Then I could line it up here. Barracks don't need to be particularly high either. It's just about getting enough in there. A little bit of headway, because otherwise it looks like crud. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, everything shifted. Everything shifted a little bit. Okay. Oh, because I built it on this again. Darn it. That's my issue. Excuse me while I try to get a solid design there. Okay, so that's good. We'll go 1 out from the beds. Dang it, I did it again. I am so freaking rusty with this game, but I love it. 1 pneumatic door, 1 pneumatic door. And we got room for 5 in a block now. So I'm gonna call this A block. It is A block, yes, but this is A block and I'll go B, C, D mentally. God dang it. Alright, dig. They can actually start working on that now. Furniture here, furniture there. We can work with the ventilation afterwards. There's a little bit of oxalate here, but I'm not going to need much other than that. We can destruct these. And I guess it also means that the decor in these areas should be for a dark room. Still get some decor in there somehow. So I've left some spaces for something. Whether it's those algae terrariums or the what do you call it? The statues or something for a little bit of decor. I think that'll work good because you get 2 statues there and an algae terrarium in one of these rooms, and we could just expand down. But for the time being, only got 3 duplicants, 5 beds. We got a little bit of time. Okay, so 1's actually about to be here, and I need to select research. Oh god. Oh, their tree has changed considerably. Oh, I mean, the first thing to do is farming. Always need that food. Give me that food. Okay. So, good thing we didn't actually build up too much of that wall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here, right? No, it's 1 more. Okay, so that's not bad. Yeah, I should have used actually the schematic I had there. Okay, so that's gonna have some ventilation. We can keep the riffraff out. Hopefully it's not too lit up. Where the hell? It's F5. Yeah, okay, so it's nice and dark, so they'll get some good sleep in there. And we have a brand new duplicant. What do we got? Choose blueprint? Wait, what? Status, printables available. Oh, you can get your colony summary from there too. Printables is choose a blueprint. What does that mean? Oh, they're care pet. Oh my god, you could summon little creatures now. That's awesome. Puffs are non-aggressive critters. Excrete lumps of fur with each breath. Oh, those are those things that turn what do you call it? The contaminated oxygen into slime, which you could turn into water and algae, which you could use for oxygen or whatever, or food or something. That's not bad. I don't have any way to ranch him yet, though. So who do I want, then? I don't really have too much of a cook. We're gonna need that soon. He's a mouth breather, though. Cannot do decorating errands. Good excavation, which means he's got mining speed. He's good at supplying and husbandry, but he's destructive. That's okay. We'll take him. That is Meep. Classic Meep. Classic Meep. Okay, good. Quick little time check. We got good amount of time still. So, we do only have about an hour total to stream per usual. The difference is, now we're way in the beginning of the day. Because end of the day is not a thing, and everybody is idle, so I've really got to get something queued up here. So we got 5 beds. Nothing's queued up aside from that research. I suppose a dig is good, but I really need to start. You know, that means that this little ladder is in the wrong spot, too. That's not good. Well, we'll destroy that. We'll get the ladder down a little bit. I'm not going to make a solid floor out of that one. Actually, no. Scratch that. We'll just leave that open. Because perhaps I can use this as a way to get the main barracks and a way to get between the barracks. But really, what do we need? We have water. We don't have a food supply yet. We have research starting. This is not bad to have all this kind of near the water for a treatment plant eventually. Plenty of metal down there. Perhaps we explore out a little bit. Grab some algae, grab some metal. The options are there. Just what do we want to pursue? I will say we'll go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call that the height because of this. Like that. So that'll be good, like that. I still haven't designed any of this. I can have them just go at it here. And dig out that much as well. And we're queuing up a lot of digs for the time being. That water, what I can pump, needs to go down below, but I really gotta watch out for the time being I don't flood everything. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Cancel. Oh, God. I'm not sure if that lag spike actually affected our stream or not, too. G, that's what I meant. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so we'll leave that as a step up, I think. Perhaps we'll have a little platform in the center because they can jump over, make things interesting and grand, and we'll make the door about here when they can get to there. Oh, well, I suppose that's not a good spot then. Oh, I won't worry about that too much. I need to... Nobody has oxygen. That's not good. Ooh. That's the next problem. We don't have much flow going on here. So I guess there is a reason to bring the ladders down. And in here. And there's plenty of oxygen in here. None in here. So they're gonna not sleep well for the time being. Perhaps we dig that out a little more. And we're gonna need to get oxygen going soon-ish. Research is going well. Going really well. Okay. So that's good. Metal going. One day I'll figure out what that is. There's actually more clean water up here, so that's beautiful to know. They're just all over the place, though. Food. Food. So I need probably to think about a food source. But I don't actually have... Oh, I do have the micro musher. Okay, I thought I had to research that. So we'll make a quick food station here. Perhaps we'll flesh that out more in the future. Bop, bop. Ah, no, not there. And pneumatic door, right here. And what else? We got the food. We got a little power source I can bleed off of, so it's not crazy. And maybe I'll put an extra battery here because of that. Excuse me, you're in my way. And I will run this up through the floor and over here. We'll be better on the wire eventually. So we'll have something for micro mushing. I might put in the deoxidizer, excuse me, the oxygen diffuser now. I think it used to be called the deoxidizer. Just strange. I won't hook it up just yet, but I will get some of the wiring started. And I know in the future I'm going to say, why the hell isn't this outputting oxygen? Because you freaking didn't connect it, you doof. And I don't have switches or anything. Mealwood seeds. So I hope farming is almost done. We'll be able to clear that out eventually. Getting that good. Research is done. So what's next? Do I want to start going into farming tiles this early? Do I want to start going into switches? Ooh, wood burner. Burns lumber. We can get wood now? Wow, there was no wood in this game. Water cooler would be great for morale. Apothecary is good for germs when we start exploring further, as long as we need a bathroom. Well, we need a more solid bathroom than what we're doing too, I forgot. Plumbing, we're not anywhere near there yet, either with gases either, or decor. I'm wondering where we should start. Let's see. If I research power, I think it's a little early for power. We will need that soon-ish, but not right away. Investing in better farming equipment might be good while it's early game, so we don't have to worry about these planter boxes. I can't get to the hydroponic farms anytime soon without the plumbing, so we'll start going down the food train a little bit further. And I can queue mush bars and stuff, because that's all hooked up. Food supply, 21,000 calories, that could go down in an instant. And oxygen's starting to get low. Good, I think we're off to a swimming start. We are getting some oxygen flow down here. I almost think it would have been good to research power for the switches too, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. The refinement compost, I need a more solid bathroom while you guys are at it, I suppose. So I won't destroy that just yet. I really don't want to uproot all these wild plants. That's another thing, I suppose, is I kind of want to dig down here so we can have access to these. Some of these are kind of useless. They're kind of useless. Convert into a seed. We don't need a lot of these briars right now. Bristle blossoms, they are so temperamental for the little amount of food you've gotten. I don't know if they've gotten buffed over time or not, but I never really remember them being too worth your while. I'm not going to kill the bristle blossoms while I have them. It's just, where should be the bathroom then? I suppose I can build out this way. There's nothing wrong with that, and the bathrooms don't need to be hella high either. We'll say that. We'll say the bathroom starts here-ish with a 3 high, because if we can get more in there, that'd be good. For medicine, we need a wash basin, because these dirty little duplicates really need some some cleanliness in their lives, or we're gonna have some problems. Nervous laugh ensues, and that means we are going to need some kind of plumbing, of course. We'll put a 1, 2, 3 outhouse area, and perhaps that will actually define a room then. I'll slow this down a little bit so I can think. Toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery, max size of 64. That is considered a barrack, and the size is 42. I could have actually gone bigger with that. Interesting. And then we'll dig out this. And I think that'll be good. Oh. Priority. I pressed the home button. First out, dig that. Priority will be, well, it was already a 5. Bop, bop. Forget it. They're already working on it, so I don't know why I would have to do that. Once one of these gets built, I'll take out the other that's down here. We'll renovate that one day when we actually have better research. There's a little bit of a sand entombment there. Get some of that out. Perhaps we'll finish that off. And dig this here. And this will be a nice little step down area for something. Now food. We are starting to dip a little bit. Oxygen is included a little bit. We do need to go down here pretty quickly just to crack into that oxygen, so somebody can go down there and fix that up. Start putting a little bit of this and that in there every now and then to... That needs to go before somebody gets entombed in there. We'll have an issue. We don't need everybody on there, guys. We just need like one person. Okay, so yeah, we still got some food sources down below. I don't want to block that off anytime soon. If you're just gonna pass by it, please dig it up. And... Nope, they still haven't built it. Okay. Speed that up a little more. And that is the first warning. We got another 10 minutes to go here before I gotta wrap things up and head off to work. And maybe we'll even get a duplicate by then. I think they can reach this through the floor. They might be able to, they might not. Okay, so those will be gone. Ah, maybe they can't. It's okay. We'll deal with that one day. It's probably just gonna be a sore eye for us for a while. That is empty. You're not gonna put anything in there, huh? Why don't you put cooking ingredients in there too? Oh, wow. You really can't hold a lot, can you? You got nothing in there too. Oh, you do have a little bit. I guess we don't really have food to spare on that. So perhaps I'm gonna need a farming area sooner than I thought. Wow, would you just look at that? We need this project to get underway quick, so let's do that. So where should farming be then? I've always kind of put farming on the top for some strange reason. I don't actually know why. I'll have this door be a little symmetrical here, just to make things interesting. And we'll have... Oh, I could have the door be here, I could have it here, but then we've got this weird step up that I've created. Perhaps we'll just do that to make it a little more solid looking. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Why they went up there, I have no idea. I'm glad I caught that before it turned into something very bad, though. Oh god, they're gonna die. Oh god. Oh no. Ah. Dang it. Ah, they're sleeping on the floor. Darn it. I wish I caught that a little bit sooner before the cycle ended. But they're gonna be just fine. They're just gonna have terrible, terrible sleep. Okay, so that's good. We still need to establish a farming area sooner rather than later. But perhaps what I'll do is I'm thinking this one out, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I could have this area just be open, like a little foyer, and then just kind of cap it off. I think that would be even nicer. I mean, this whole room is never really going to be much because of this thing that's in here. It could just be a multi-purpose nice room. So where should it go from here, I suppose? Maybe... Okay, so it's got to go up. We know that. If we establish the next room, that would be helpful. So we got 4 we can go. I might consider that for farming tiles. And I was thinking just dragging this across here, but perhaps we could... Oh, God. Excuse you. Perhaps we could think of something a little more interesting than that. I could bump it up. A little bit. Maybe out like that. Even though my hand slipped, that does seem like a good idea. Like a little interesting bump in the roof. And I could still plant farming tiles there. And I think that would be decently nice. I did go a little far, though. It's not a ton of space at the same time. I could plant some farming tiles there. I could put planter boxes there, perhaps. The thing is, I gotta define the room, too, to make it a farming area. I'm not too big of a fan of that, either. Definitely not a big fan. Just looks like poo. Put that up, put that up. Perhaps I'll just make this double wide. Make this thick. Very thick with 2 C's. Thickums. And that's good. God, that looks so chunky. Actually, that could give me room to do something like this. To make that even more interesting. And I could replace these with farm tiles and put that back one day. And I think that'll be a decent sized farming room at that point. But I need to put the basins down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can fit 10 per row if I don't do anything in the center. And I do have to consider if I want to connect them in the future going up, or if I just want to kind of like block this off and knock a door out, which could work too. Alright, research is complete. We are swimming. We are actually already at farm tiles, that means, so I can immediately knock out what I just put down. And put farm tiles. as soon as I finish it, god dang it. Okay, so farming tiles here. I don't even care if they're on the edges there, because I'm going to fit a little more food in there. Perhaps I'll do something a little nicer looking in the time being. But that also means I don't need a ton of space. I just need, like, that, and that's beautiful. And we'll just dig into that. Can I not actually build on this while there's a... Yeah, I can. What the heck are you guys doing? I might have just missed that tile then. Okay, so that's good to go. We will speed that up a little more. Make sure that our timer is actually still going. It is. Okay. What's next? Food is surprisingly okay. Oxygen has gotten low, for sure. So it might be time to connect that up finally, as I remembered. Ooh, purple. Oh, that's a new... Oh, it's inactive. Huh. That's a new color coding. Usually it just used to be white, so I guess you can find dead spots now with that. That's very nice looking. So we can have somebody... where's the wire? Priority 6 on that wire. Just a single wire. Hopefully not on this. We'll put that at 5 for the time being. And... what does that leave me at? It leaves me at they're starting farming. They've actually made a bathroom, so we could deconstruct that. I suppose one thing we should do too, off the side, is a little bit of composting. Where should I put that? Farm's all the way up there, and the bathroom's all the way down there. So, where's the best place for the composter? It's not really gonna aerate the entire base with nasty poo-poo. That's a terrible spot, because this whole area is like pneumatic doors. I guess that's part of it too, actually. Is I don't have a door that I can close things off. Well, I haven't queued research, so that's a great start to things. Thinking power. I'm thinking... okay, that's where the manual lock is now. It's with ventilation. Fried Pizza Bites, how are you doing, sir? It has been a long time. Well, kind of. I mean, we've stopped in on you, of course. But how are you doing, my delicious snack friend? A wild pizza has appeared indeed. You crazy, crazy man. Speaking of wild... it's been 3 months of not streaming, and I think it's been about that long since I had a haircut, too. We're both wild men today. How is your day going, sir? I'm glad we got to see you for a bit. Literally just waking up. Ha! I beat you to it then, sir. We've been up since 6:20. That dad life is rocking, and we found our new slot here. Settings look good. Our first non-bandwidth test. And it is great to get back to streaming again. How have you been? I mean, you're literally just waking up, but how are you starting your morning today? Alright, and I have to really pick what I'm gonna do for research, because I know we only have about 3 or 5 minutes till I actually gotta pack up here. We'll start investing in power, because that's gonna be a good base for a start, and... food is surprisingly okay right now, which is weird. I might move the rations box so it's not just sitting down here. Let them keep working on that. There's no reason for me to do that. Priority 6, and yep, soon enough, sure enough, that's our timer actually, and we're gonna have to pack up there. But I'm glad I got to see you, Pizza Man. I don't have a set schedule anymore, just so you know. It's gonna be like, I'm probably gonna end up waking up about 6:20, get everything going about 6:40, just as a reference. But there's not gonna be a set schedule. You'll see me when you see me, and I'm glad I got to see you. But let's end things off with a new duplicate at least. Athletics, perhaps with creativity as well for core morale boost, but he's a binge eater. Oh, okay, that's cool. Been hectic on my end too, but good to see you too. I know you're a busy man too. You're also a dad, you're also working at the streaming thing, you're doing what you're doing. You're going to a lot of doctor's appointments too. I hope you're doing okay with that. Let me see. Build errands. Oh god, I have no idea who I actually want to pick on this. Cannot do building errands, but he's good with machinery. So he's like a later game kind of guy. I think even with the binge eater, I think Turner's going to be good. And I think with that, we've got A block completely filled. We'll have to work on B block next time. And maybe queue up a few plants too, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. I only have 7 seeds to begin with. So I'll have to work on that too. Try to find more meal lice. Just keep digging around. Almost enough planter boxes. Okay. But unfortunately, that is all the time I've got for today. I have to start shipping off to work, and hopefully we're going to get everything nice and smoothed out here with that. I got to remember where the hell my ending scene is. Oh my god. Okay, that's where it is. All right, good to go. But before we go, I'll see if there's somebody we can raid now. I don't have a lot of people that I'm following that actually stream in the mornings. So that's something I'm going to have to go to. Have a great day. You have a great day too, Pizza. We're going to see if there's somebody I can actually send this stream on over to. But there's not too many people I'm following in the morning. There we go. Perfect. Fellow dad and man who's actually somewhat the inspiration to thinking about going this early for streaming for a slot. Useless fodder, doing some ground branch. I think we could send the love on over to him. So, we're going to send you on over to Useless Fodder, who is playing Ground Branch. I'm not really sure what that is. I know he's a big FPS guy, but we'll see what he's got going. Anyway, that's all we got for today. I got a couple things to button up here still, but I will see you guys next time. See you later.